Hey, dude. So you really expect me to believe that you never podcasted or did any kind of radio before? Really? Come on. I'm not an idiot, dude.
I would. But I do, and I also want to like practice a little bit more before.
Battery
like,
died. Sorry about that. Yoga classes.
Because you practiced for a long time before.
I did, but my practice was so completely different by the time I got to Yoga Stream and like I was in my training. She completely changed my practice.
Oh, true, because you guys did so differently.
Mm-hmm.
You should see like pictures of her. Like before
I can show you.
Why?
Well, you follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
So you know what she looks like.
So you know what I look like now.
And I see you now.
And I see
you now with my eyes. Look at this girl. I don't know who that is. She's like got a belly and shit. It's weird.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that thigh. That's crazy. Yeah, but I didn't like see that then.
It's not bad though.
I thought that was a cute picture. Oh look, I took a screenshot of it. That's all I kept, I guess. I see, the thing is I never really looked bad, but there's this one shoot that I did that my form
Like what? Did you feel
so
like
bad.
Oh, I thought you were saying like your weight.
No, well see, I've never felt a thing about my weight, but now that I like look back, I'm like, wow, I can't believe how different I look.
Oh, you're not. But
Look at her face. Just like a different person.
You do. You're definitely not like big at all, though. That's
No, I'm not big at all, but I'm like.
You ain't jacked.
I'm chunk.
Yeah.
You're not like a fucking 12
now
pack
you're
I
like
would never
jacked,
do this.
right?
You're not fitness model extraordinaire Missy Williamson.
I would
Right?
with
never.
that hot logo.
You wouldn't make that pose, like do that
No.
pose,
What even is that?
Some fish pose thing.
because your neck.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, look at you. You didn't even know what you didn't know. Now
I
you know.
had no idea. Trying to look up and shit, looking forward,
Damn.
looking up.
You were focusing on the muscles and not the spine, probably.
I was focusing on trying to get into shit.
Oh, right, like doing the poses.
Like I used to
whether or not-
muscle into shit.
Like whether or not it
Because I
hurt.
thought I could. Because I was flexible. Didn't bother me. It didn't hurt.
No, you do look so different, like in the face. Do you think maybe
Right?
going
My
vegan
face
too?
looks so different. Oh, yeah.
You weren't even
Oh my
vegan, were
gosh.
you?
No.
Yeah.
Who's that person?
I don't like that
Maybe you were like
picture at all.
inflamed.
This
And
is also as I'm going through the final breakup with Alex.
These are so cool.
I loved this picture. I don't really love it anymore. I feel like it looks so weird.
It doesn't look like you.
It doesn't.
It's like you've transformed.
Did you still wear stuff like that? Like
I wear this shirt still, but it's definitely like...
Yeah, that's so not you to wear.
it doesn't
What?
look like your style.
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, maybe also because you have dreads. Maybe your hair is different too.
I literally
When's that
wore
time
this
where-
outfit like at a music festival.
Oh,
It
jean
probably
shorts?
looks different though.
Jean shorts, yeah. And I remember one weekend I stopped wearing them because I was like chafing.
It probably
Nice,
looks
really
different.
cool.
It
Remember,
probably
I wanted
looks
to
different
buy...
on you now though because your aura is different.
Right,
now.
like that's
Yeah.
totally what it is.
Dreads really does something different to somebody.
Not even just the dreads though, but like her
Yeah.
whole like
Mhm.
energy.
Like I just can't believe how round my face was.
Oh my god.
It's not bad.
Damn,
No,
you
not
make me
in a-
feel ugly.
Like
Oh
who
my
is
God.
that? No,
But
like
look
who
at
is
my
that?
face.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my
I don't know, it's weird. I was very unhappy then too. Very unhappy.
I mean, you had to go through some shit to get to where you are.
Yeah, I did.
Damn,
Look at that round face.
My round face. Come on.
Erin.
Guys, I'm still in that. I
Fucking-
still got a round face.
And now I look completely different.
Always.
I literally transformed.
Oh my god. that's so
Completely.
cool.
Transformed.
All the way around. From my body to my brain to heart.
emotions.
You're a newbie?
Yeah, like it's funny because this group of teacher trainees that just graduated, it's so funny because like during my teacher training, I remember people being like, this is why I like Kristen's class, and like Kristen does this in this class, and Rana does this in this class that I really like. One time they said this and it resonated with me. And then like, you know, a year after I graduated and I've been teaching for a year and I hear
about you.
people saying that about me. What I like about Missy's class is, and like,
That's so
and I was
affirming.
like, oh my god, that's so cool. And then I also heard that like one of these conversations where my name got brought up, Laura said, you didn't know pre-yoga stream Missy. And I just think it's so funny because I don't know what they were saying about me before, but Laura got to know me through this transformation.
Wow.
You know, so she didn't even really know me before the transformation, and she even knows how big of a transformation it was.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
So
So for
cool.
somebody to not know me and be able to see that much, it made that much of a transformation.
Wow, that's so cool.
Like right before I went through the teacher training, or right when I started, is when me and you started becoming friends. And
That was last year, right? I had a very transformative year as well. So
Yeah.
I went to Thailand.
yes,
In Thailand, we were friends because we were talking about her.
yeah, I think so.
I remember because she was giving you private lessons at your house, right?
Yeah, it is where it all started.
So that was a while. Yeah, that was before I went to Thailand. That was like in
August.
August. Yeah, I think so.
You're so much less triggered, so much less often.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we first met, like you were angrier.
Yeah.
Not like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
wanna- just,
Oh yeah, I know.
Like now you're so much more at peace and like calm and like.
Because it's like something that happens, and like on the surface of it, something that like neither of us really understands. So we have to like have this conversation, and then we eventually understand each other.
It was. Remember that time in the Subaru, where it was like
I will never forget the time in the Subaru.
that. Not that time.
That's not the time I was talking about.
Oh my god. I want to know.
I'm talking about the argument, not the barrel roll, alright?
So we were banging in the back of a Subaru in a Chipotle parking lot.
He knows how to make things uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness.
And it was...
in
That
a
was
Chipotle parking lot?
yeah.
Princeton.
Why?
Because...
Oh my god.
It was like closed. No, it wasn't even closed. But it was.
I don't
nice.
really know that detail. I just know it's late at night.
Then all of a sudden I see like some guy with headphones on like rolling out a garbage can, and I'm like, oh shit, barrel roll. Like she's in front of me, I'm like this, like tuck and roll over.
We tucked and rolled.
And we just
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
We just like stayed down for a minute.
Oh my god.
And then my favorite part about that is, you know, we make the joke about it being a barrel roll. And then there's constantly in a yoga class, we'll be on side plank on one side, and the instructor will say, barrel roll to the other side. And so there was one class where I had that move in my flow, and he took it, and I purposely said, we're going to barrel roll. And I looked
Oh my god,
right
are you
at
cracking
him.
up? I would have cracked up.
I did a pretty good job of containing
That's
myself.
so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was fun.
Do you not have your own place either? We all live at home? Oh, yep, the struggle.
I actually quite literally just moved out of my own place because I wanted to stop paying rent.
Yeah, it's ridiculous,
Yeah.
especially around here.
Yeah, I realized that wasn't what made me happy. Like, I wanted to travel, so I was like, I don't understand why I'm working so hard to live on my own, because that's what
Right.
other people expect of me. And I was
Yeah.
just like, wait a minute, whoa. Let's go back to what I want to do. I
Nice.
lost myself for a
That's
little
right.
while there.
Wow.
I understand that.
It's so easy to lose yourself amongst the crowd.
I
lost
did.
myself for a while ago, but
But we all did.
it's easy
Holy shit.
to do that, especially when you're growing up and figuring it out on your own. I mean, I had to come to this by myself,
Yeah.
you know?
Not only by yourself, but through like other people telling you not to go that way. You know, like other people like saying, don't go that way. Stay back here with us. Where it's like, you know the way. And it ain't back that way.
Mm-mm.
That way's not where you want to go.
Mm-mm.
You just gotta keep like getting there. And we will. We all
It's
will.
funny how it always tries to pull on you, though.
But it works too. Like, it sucks you back in,
Yeah, it
and then
does.
you come out of it, and you're like, how did that happen?
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, like, you almost-
why did I let that? Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I could have gotten a job and made Try Vegan part-time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like, you should get a job and like focus on that and then do this part-time. Like, where's your 401k? Where are you putting all your savings? I'm investing it in myself. Like, if I give myself the money I need to do what I need to do now, like,
Savings will come.
I know where I'm heading. And like, they don't. Cause
They
like,
don't understand.
They just don't.
And it's not their fault.
Well, I feel bad
Also,
for them
just the
'cause-
generation, like, and just how they had to come to this country and work from nothing, you know?
That is true.
It's
That
completely,
is true.
while we were, like, born
Yeah,
here, we have
we're-
all this privilege.
we're born into a different society at a different time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
So,
this is a whole different world.
really,
Yeah.
This is-
literally, quite literally is.
Exactly.
Right.
Like a house cost like that was probably like $70,000-$80,000 for a house.
It was like the price of an expensive car then.
Yeah.
You know, now we're paying like the price that they used to pay for houses for a car.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
man. Like JFK said, there's a plan to enslave every man, woman, and child in this country. And from the outside, it's like, holy shit. Donald Trump is president. Donald Trump, you're fired, is president of America.
I forgot all about that show.
Right.
That has
The
to
Apprentice, right?
I never watched it.
I never
just always
watched
saw the
it either,
commercials.
but I know what it's called because,
Yeah.
like, after he
I can't
got
believe he's
elected,
president.
somebody had a bunch of them on their show, on their talk show. A bunch of the people that were on The Apprentice.
I was abroad. I was living in Thailand, and like the whole year just felt so.
Oh yeah.
It was like, what's happening? Is that really happening over that side of the world?
Well,
America's
there-
really going through this shit right now. It just felt so separate because it
Yeah.
was far away. And I come home, like, oh, it's real. Fuck. Like, it's real.
My
Things
question-
change here, honestly, being away for a year.
How much of it is real? Like, how much of it is real and how much is propaganda? Like, that's the thing. That's the thing that fucks with me so bad. Like, you can't trust anything on the television.
No.
Like, television is
No.
paid and bought.
Right.
There's so many things.
But then
you
there's
can't
there's so much misinformation on the internet.
They
much.
take clips from things. I'll never get
Yes.
over this. Like, there's this clip that's recently of what Donald Trump said was something like, some state let children be born in the 9th month of pregnancy. And, like, if you watch the whole thing of what he was talking about, you realize that he messed up his words. What he meant to say was, in some states it's legal for people to get abortions in the 9th month of pregnancy. But he just accidentally said the word born. So everybody's like, oh, our president is so dumb because doesn't he know that 9 months is when most babies are born and like whatever.
Oh,
and, you know, and it's
yeah.
like, how many times have you messed up your words?
Right.
Like, you know,
It clicks, clickbait,
Yeah.
like stupid shit.
but
like
people
that.
think that because this
Yeah.
little clip was put
Yes.
out there, and so they mass send that clip, and so
Yeah.
it goes viral. So everybody just thinks he's an idiot because of this one thing, because of the media.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, people see those words,
Because
and they
clearly,
already get,
this
they
man
already
is
get
not
so
an
worked up.
idiot. He's a smart man.
Right.
He's a very smart man. Like, he gets to where he is, you know?
If anyone could speak things into existence and manifest, it's
He
Donald
is
Trump.
Donald
a
Trump,
master
right?
manifester.
Yeah.
He's manifested a presidency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got all of us focusing on him becoming a president, whether we agreed with it or not.
Yeah.
That he became the president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That brain is like the biggest magnet. He could do anything. It's inspiring. As whatever your opinion is as a Republican, Democrat, I don't even know what he is. Like, I'm so
Right.
outside
No,
the
right.
realm of like politics. But like as far as like a human being and manifesting
It's wild.
a presidency.
That's
So
wild.
It really is.
I saw your heads both just like fucking really think about that.
Yeah.
and like get hurt at the same time. Like holy shit.
Like, oh, fuck, why did we let this happen?
Yeah. Like, if he can manifest that, what can I manifest?
Right? Right? Exactly. Exactly.
That's where I'm at. That's like the Miz. Do you guys remember the Miz? So the Miz was on The Real World or Road Rules, one of those two. And he made up this character as he's drunk. He's like, it's the Miz, like I'm a wrestler. Sure enough, like 5 years later, the guy's a WWE champion.
Oh, wow.
What?
The guy from Parks and Recreation, the funny dopey guy, was in Jurassic Park.
I know, Chris Pratt. Oh
Like-
my god, amazing.
Like, fuck what you thought you knew. Whatever you think is possible is possible. If you think it's possible to go work for fucking 40 years and then retire, that's possible. If you think it's possible to quit your job and make successful business, it's possible. You want to become a yoga instructor? Do it. You want to start your own cooking empire?
Empire. Yeah.
Because I don't even know where you're heading. You're heading Empire Land.
Oh my
Matriarch.
gosh. Yes.
Magic. That's magical.
Magic. It's funny because anyone listening to this who doesn't think like this probably thinks we sound like a bunch of
Crazy people.
crazy idiots living
Well,
at home.
Right.
Living at
Those
home
fucking
with
Freeloaders.
parents.
Those fucking
Those
hippie
fucking
freeloaders.
hippie freeloaders,
Yeah,
millennials.
The vegan yogis with fucking dreadlocks
Yeah,
and
literally,
shit.
like
We are the epitome of the
Yeah.
millennial fucking
Talking
stereotype.
about,
Yeah.
talking about their
Yep.
cheap cars and
Yep.
not working for the man.
minimalism.
I just want a
everything.
van. I just want to drive across the country, man. I don't want to have a house to tie me down. Like, ew. What the fuck?
That's what we sound like.
We're parodies of ourselves.
I know, I always make fun of myself. I'm like, wow, actually, this is me, but like,
This is
I'm
me.
such a stereotype. I'm such a stereotype. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Yeah, but it's cool,
But
man.
it's cool because it's actually me. It's actually who I am.
Right,
Right, it's
right. We're being
genuine.
I'm
true to
genuine.
ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
It's like that's why like I
That's why it's so funny
Yeah,
that we're
that's so funny.
stereotyping.
Exactly. I laugh at myself because it's like, wow, this is really me. It's genuinely me, and I'm like annoying.
But I annoy
But-
people.
Yeah, I
my
definitely annoy
presence
people.
annoys people.
I'm crazy. Like, my presence annoys people. I hope not too many people, but if I do, then we'll never.
I love connecting with people. Like you, it's like real, recognize real. You know what I mean? Like you can connect with someone who's real.
Recognize real, man. Like, but yeah, I know what you mean. What?
No, nothing. So should we like wrap this up? Well, the podcast anyway. We can still hang out.
Oh, we're still podcasting?
We're podcasting. This is an all over the place podcast.
Who's gonna want to listen to this shit?
Millions.
How many listens do you have on your other one so far?
Yeah.
4. I have 5 followers on SoundCloud.
Uh-huh.
So at this moment, I have 75 followers on Instagram.
Nice.
And that is without like requesting anyone or like friending anyone first. So that's like people that know me that have liked it, which is so much quicker than Try Vegan. Took a while to get that much. So I'm happy with that.
You said you have 5 followers on SoundCloud. And you said that you have 4 listens to your podcast. But what is that on? iTunes or SoundCloud?
So that's on SoundCloud. I'm on 20 different
other
mediums.
apps, right?
You can't even find out on iTunes.
You don't know how many people...
They don't even let you know how many people are listening to you.
What?
Really?
I don't know why they don't want the information out, but they just don't. Oh, did I tell you someone actually commented on this? They say, you mentioned Frank Sasso on 2 of your shows. How do you know him for real? Do you guys actually meet him? That guy's like a legend. I really like his podcast. Oh, I really like this podcast.
Oh, he's talking about yours.
My podcast. Yeah. Thank you, Aubrey. When do new episodes get published? Daily, weekly, monthly? Thanks. I was lucky enough to meet up with Frank in person a few times. He's a great guy. We plan on uploading episodes as I meet with people. It will not be regular and they're released when they happen. Out of curiosity, how did you come across the show? I found your show doing a podcast search for vegan diet alternatives and through a series of clicks saw your podcast artwork and out of curiosity clicked on it and voila. Thank you so much for getting back to me.
I've looked up podcasts for like just vegan podcasts. I want to listen to people who think like me.
Yeah.
Like especially when I was like traveling, because I'm like, I have a few episodes about like being vegan and on the philosophy. I would have to have a topic and do a little research. That's how I
kind
operate.
of have to have like a brainstorm because you could really go all over the fucking place. Like
exactly.
2 of you talking about what you put into the body and then how you move the body.
We should have our own podcast.
You should. Everyone's doing it. Like all my friends are fucking doing it. If you guys want to have like Missy and Erin chats, Missy and Erin talks about fucking bullshit.
Just like vegan news. I don't know what I listen to.
Yeah, yoga shit.
Like
exactly. What do you want to listen? I want to listen to people just hanging out, having a good time, talking about cool shit, talking about funny shit.
Talk about like philosophical like things like that, and then like nutrition and kind of how it all goes together, spirituality, how it all goes together.
Yeah, I like talking about that stuff and like how I found it through awareness of my body.
Moonstone?
I think so. Either that or like it's something that looks like a moonstone and it's, thank you.
Fine, feminine.
People out there, if you're listening to this, I need a way to consolidate how many people are listening to me where. So if you're out there listening, follow me on Instagram so I know you exist and that you're watching this somewhere. Listening. Thank you. Because you could be listening on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Blueberry, Radio Public, Player FM, Android, Giga Digital, Podcast Blaster, Listen Notes, Podbeans, and Acast.
I didn't even know that many existed.
I have
Guess what? I'm on every one of them.
I have a different, you're not on my app. I have
What's your app?
Overcast. I don't know if I'm like out of the loop though, and other people don't use that, but I like it. If humans are using it.
You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
And you don't just use iTunes?
Well, I don't use iTunes. I use the podcast app.
Yeah, the podcast app. That's what it is.
And then I do...
Are there podcasts on Spotify?
Yes.
Alright, search for me.
So no, Catching Up with Vince is not on Spotify yet.
Did I tell you how me and Missy glitched the Matrix the other day?
Oh my God. We definitely did. There's no doubt.
So we were driving back from... Any idea?
No.
Going to? Any
No.
idea? Somewhere?
I have no fucking idea.
We were on the road
All I remember
somewhere.
is this one moment in time.
So there's a turning lane going right at a stoplight, and there's a middle lane going straight. So we have to get back in that middle lane from the right lane.
And we're on a road that's like Route 1, and I don't think it was Route 1, but it was like
206.
similar to Route 1 or 206. It wasn't 206
Were we in the
either.
Princeton-Lawrenceville area?
No. I think we were in like the
Lawrenceville
Freehold
area.
area. Because it was Route 9.
When we saw that temple, too.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
No.
Oh, what are you talking about?
The van. 777.
Yeah.
Literally describing the story.
Oh my God, was that the same day?
Yes, that was the same car ride. in a different direction, I think.
Yeah.
Like one was the way
Okay. I don't know
Erin.
where we were.
Confused.
This was confusing. I had to catch up too.
First of all, we're en route, whatever, going
Okay.
wherever, and the same thing had to have happened. It's like we were driving down this Route 9, right?
Yes.
It was Route 9.
I'm sure.
Anywhere between Freehold and where the fuck was it?
Tell me the story. Who cares where you were?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
But I want people to know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
so
maybe
weird.
people could tell us what the fuck this building was
That's what
that we
I'm saying.
saw. I don't know what it was.
Right,
near.
I'm trying to tell you, between Freehold and where? Between Freehold and 15 minutes north of Freehold.
Yes.
On Route 9.
Okay.
And at one moment, we're driving up north, and we just see regular 2018. And then all of a sudden, we look over at Egypt. Like, this building looked like it was Greece.
Hundreds of years ago.
Thousands. We were transported in time, is what I felt like.
It felt like a glitch in the universe. Like, it literally felt like a computer glitch where we were driving down Route 1 and then it was like, oops, they're accidentally thousands of years in the fucking past in a different country. Let's put them back in 2018 in America.
You know how you fixate on
What?
one thing
What was
that you're
that?
not used to seeing on the road? Like, we did that. But it also was
At
a
the
time.
same time,
There's also,
we looked
You
for
turned
we
around.
it.
drove back and couldn't find it.
What?
So,
What?
if anybody knows what this building is, please let us know.
Please, let us know.
Wait,
Because it was
'Cause we-
abandoned, too.
Because it looked like it was abandoned.
We wanted to take yoga pictures there. That was the whole
We
thing.
went
It was
back
so cool.
to look for it.
And we couldn't
How do you?
find
We
it.
couldn't
what do you
fucking
mean
find
you
it.
couldn't find it.
Yeah. Well, we also were idiots and, like, didn't really remember the surroundings because, I mean, it was
okay.
a little wild. That moment, like, threw us off because it really
weird
felt
sensation.
like it was a really weird sensation. Like, when I tell you it felt like a glitch, like, I literally felt like I was in a glitch.
When was this?
3 days ago, I want to say.
Something like
Within
that.
a week.
Yeah, within the last.
Damn, that's pretty
within the last
crazy.
3 days. Yeah, no, the other day he thought it was like Tuesday and it was Friday, so we can't
Oh,
rely
I have
on
a horrible
him.
day. Yeah, I'm really bad with that.
But yeah, it was like, I don't know, it was like one of those days. It was like Friday or Saturday.
But the van was the real glitch.
Right. Okay, so this whole thing came up because of the van. I forgot about the van.
So what happened with this van was, like I said, we were in the right lane. We had to get back in the center lane. So
Right.
I say, let's get behind this van that has 777 on the back because it had a phone number, and the phone number.
It was this bright red van also, by the way. Like this bright red minivan with like this phone number and the last 4 digits were 7777. And so we get behind this van.
I
and
say, should we get behind it or should we get in front of it?
And
And
then-
then I make the decision to get behind it.
because there was a beautiful space right there. Like it was like waiting for us.
You got in. You were driving.
I did. I was driving.
Yes.
I know. I remember. Yes, I was driving.
So we're going straight down this road.
Behind this red van now.
Behind the red van. And then all of a sudden we turn, right?
Yes, we turned.
turn right.
We turned.
And the van comes from behind
And
us.
the van is like kept going in front of us, and then I don't know how much time went between after we turned right.
Yes.
But we watched this van go the other way. In front of us, we turned right in a different direction that the van was going in, and then the van was behind us.
What?
It was weird.
It was really weird.
It's fine.
And that's not the only weird thing that's happened with me and Missy.
Clearly, you guys saw Egypt.
Ancient Egypt or
Ancient
ancient
something.
Ancient something or India, because it felt like there was like those Buddhas similar to Buddha
like
statues.
Hindu?
Hindu
Maybe?
statues, yeah. Some ancient hot country.
But also that time on the beach when we freaked that old couple out.
That's right.
You freaked out an old couple? Why?
Well, because we started seeing stuff in the sky. We were laying there paying attention long enough.
So we're laying on the beach, and I was staring at one spot in particular, and you said, "What are you doing?" And I really wasn't doing anything until you asked me that, and I noticed the star was wiggling. And I was like, I'm trying to figure out if that star is moving or not. So you would tilt your head up, and you're there for like 10 seconds, and you go, huh. Like, so we're both trying to figure out if the star is moving. And then we're noticing all the stars are fucking moving.
All of them.
And Missy brilliantly described it as moving like a water bug. Like, you know how a water bug just like stays in one spot, and then it goes to another spot slowly, and then just stays there. They were just doing that. And I remembered earlier in the night, I remember this guy having some binoculars. So I was like, Missy, should I go over to that guy and ask him about it? And she's like, yeah, you should. So I went over there. I said, hey guys, how we doing? I noticed you have binoculars. I think those stars are moving. You want to check them out? Yeah, sure. So this guy gets the binoculars. He looks up, literally same reaction, focusing for 10 seconds, then going, huh. Hey, babe, you want to look at this?
They really were? They saw, like...
Yes!
It wasn't just you guys?
No, it wasn't just us.
The stars were jiggling. So then we're talking about this, and she's like, oh my god, like, this is going to be on the news tomorrow. And I'm like...
Because it wasn't just the stars moving. Because there was also, like, this... Remember we were following a particular spot in the sky? Something was particular about it, and it was moving a particular way. Like, this specific star was moving, and it was larger than the rest. And it was like...
What was this?
And so we were like, is this a UFO?
Yes.
And so we started looking in the...
At that one in particular.
At that one in particular in the binoculars.
Bigger and more
like
than
a
the rest.
satellite or something?
Fucking swear, it looked like a UFO dish. Me and the woman could see it. Me and one other person, but of course it wasn't Vince.
I couldn't see anything.
Well, I shit you not. Like, when I focused on it, I saw windows. That's all I remember clearly.
So that woman was freaking out. She's like, this is going to be on the news. People are going to know about this. What's going on? And I looked around. I'm like, no one's outside. No one's paying attention to this. Like, no one except us know that. Like, even the people at the beach aren't looking up.
So it was just us. It was just the four of us that knew what was going on.
Jeez.
I don't know what's real, but I know what I felt. And I felt weird.
Yeah, I think we're going to get disclosure pretty soon. I was actually having this thought. You wouldn't let anything happen to your younger siblings. You wouldn't let anyone touch them. You wouldn't let anything happen to them.
Right.
What if there are beings like our alien family that feels that way about us? For as much as we're fucking everything up, they are looking out for us, and they are making sure like no other space bullies are beating us up, or we're not actually going to destroy our planet. Like, they're actually sending people to this earth to help us heal it and fix it. We are going to be okay, because like that higher being, I mean, even if you look at it as like achieving oneness is the goal, and every pillar above that, you're connecting closer and closer with God through other dimensions. And these dimensions are multi-layered. So you figure the ones that are passed on, that have gone closer to the one, you know, once you die or whatever, you move up a level, you move down a level. So as you move up a level, you can still see what's going on below you, but you're also going through your own struggle. And as you're seeing what's going on below you, you can also help in a good way, or just in any way. Like, you understand that people still have free will to do whatever they want, but you give them signs. Like, and that's what our older siblings, quote unquote, that are closer to God are doing for us.
Or is it really just us and the theory of universal consciousness? We're all
we
one.
We are that being.
We are that oneness. We are God. We are
God and everything that connects down to it.
Yeah.
From, if you think about it like this, God is one.
Yeah.
We are physical. We are billions and billions of galaxies. And like, we're incomprehensibly separate from what is one in this plane of existence.
One night when I was like sober, I just had this like striking feeling that like we are all one consciousness, just like interacting with itself in infinite variety and in infinite situations and environments and stuff.
Wow, that's exactly what's happening.
Because like I believe I like felt that was true, because when I interact with people, like I like see a part of myself in
that's
that
what
person.
it is in everybody.
Yeah, in every single person. And like I see myself.
Yeah, it helps you.
It helps you either it helps you become better by first loving those people and loving yourself, and also if there's a quality in you that you know maybe needs to be worked on, and like they kind of
you see it in other
people. Yes. It could be a good or a bad quality.
Exactly.
Like, oh wow, and you like get to know yourself and that person. And you become more understanding of, like, just people in general. And, like, if I was in that situation, if I had this kind of day, would I have that reaction? Okay, I'm not going to take it personally, because whether it is true or not, it's a way to live.
It's gotta be true.
But that's what I feel in my heart, I
mean, that's exactly, like, so he was saying, like, I was, like, a year and a half ago or whatever, I was, like, way more angry than I was. Like, I was easily triggered. Like, things, I would get emotional. Like, things would, like, piss me off or like make me sad.
You were hot.
Like most people.
You were hot. You were like a fire.
People are like, well, I get it from my mom or my dad, but I'm like, okay, so I got it from my mom or my dad, but it's not mine. It's theirs.
Yeah.
So what is mine? And I was like, contentment is mine. That's where I'm at. Nothing is worth that much energy for anger and like flip like that, because it was causing more problems than anything else, you know? And it was causing more problems for me, not the people around me. Like that shit affects me, not you guys. Like,
yeah, whatever you keep inside.
And that goes back to the whole observer of thoughts. You're an observer of those initial reaction. Your 100%. Body has that reaction, like the instinctual reaction, like anger, fear, something. Right. And you can either feel that and rationalize, or you can feel that, hold on to it, and just let it take you away, and then you're not in control anymore. You know? Oh, there's this like frustration, there's this anger like down there. I'm gonna understand why I'm angry, why it's bothering me, and then work on it, instead of some people. It doesn't stop there. It goes all the way up, takes control. Yes. And I used to have, like, when I was younger, high school, like, I used to have a temper, too. My dad does. Only sometimes when he does. Like, he has temper. And I used to. But now, like, I can't remember the last time I really, like, saw red or anything. Like, I'll get frustrated and I'll get a little, but then I'll calm down.
I can way more easily recognize it, like, building up now. And I'm like, oh.
And it's like,
this is silly.
And it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's so, ugh. I hate
so
the
unnecessary
feeling.
Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta live in a point where you don't even feel it. And we're getting there. We're all getting there. You guys are two of the most, like, level-headed people I know. Like, it's so cool to just be able to talk to someone and know that you're not gonna offend them or know that they're not gonna take anything the wrong way. Because on top of understanding other people, we understand anyone. It's each other, which is so great. Because, like, we have each other. It's so difficult to find people like this.
Right? Yeah. You could just, like, speak a thought, have a thought. I mean, like, I kind of thought of this. Maybe it sounds fucked up, but, like, you're just trying to think through it, like, work through it, and you're like,
and it's nice to be able to actually share that, because, like, everybody is so offended, and, like, I feel like, offended. And it's not just what you say, it's how you say it, and I'm like, I have such a strong personality that almost anything, I could tell you that you look beautiful and it sounds angry. Like, you know, like the way I talk sometimes is like,
things comes off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, fuck.
And that's what I like about you and like our relationship that we've had is that, like, if we have a miscommunication, that we can talk about it, and like and then we're like, oh, that's what you meant. That's where you were coming from. What I was perceiving was wrong. That was not what you meant, you know? Exactly. And it's like, it's nice to have somebody to talk through it and then be done with that. Immediately it's like,
gone. Misunderstanding. That was it. Just words. Words are hard. Like,
words are hard.
It's like, what is...
You know what it is? We all feel so much. Like, all three of us are very empathetic individuals. And, like, we're all passionate. We're all just different human beings. So things get
very different.
misinterpreted, misunderstood, and then we all just, okay.
Oh, okay, right.
Oh, okay, cool. Now that's done. What's next? Anyway.
Right,
now we're just going to go take over the world.
Yeah, take over the world.
It's great, though. Like, you get past those things with, like, people, and then just something builds. It's, like, even more than you even thought it would have been back when you thought it could have been something.
Yeah, those kind of people you'll talk to, but you feel like you're kind of walking on glass. Like, you're, like, tiptoeing around them. Like, oh, my God, if I say something like this, if I say this,
they're going to say that, and the conversation's going to go that way.
Yes. I hate that.
There's a lot of people you even have to rein in.
Yeah.
Because, like, you see the conversation getting into an argument, and you just don't even want to get there. So it's
I
just, like,
realized that I had
really filter.
It's so hard because you realize that it winds up being people that you wouldn't even expect. Like, there was this person in my life. She was my best friend since I was, like, I don't know, 5 years old, and I grew up with her. And when we were younger, we weren't that close. We hated each other when we were like 5, but like a few years later down the road, we became like best friends. And then, like, through life, a couple years ago, she, like, ended our friendship. She just cut it off because of some stupid thing that happened. And I realized after the fact, like, looking back on it, I was like, wow, I really let this person tell me how I was. Like, she would constantly be like, Missy, you're a bitch. Ooh. You're this, you're that. And the one I heard the most was, you're a bitch. So I started introducing to myself to people as, hi, I'm Missy, I'm a bitch. Because she constantly said that to me. Oh my God. And so, like, I really believed it. And then once she was out of my life, I realized how much I was walking on eggshells constantly so that I wouldn't say something to offend her. She was the type of person that would, like, if she didn't like something that you said, she would stop talking to you, and she would hold a grudge, and she would hold it for months.
Relationship.
And she would, and I never realized like what she was doing, and it was like, wow. Once I like had a few months away from it, and it was like clear. I was like, wow. Well, I feel way lighter now, and like I don't have to worry about what I'm saying all the time. And I'm not a bitch, actually. I'm a pretty good person, I think. So I'm gonna start living like that. Mm-hmm.
It's crazy when like other people's voices get in your head. Like you
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
hear their voice.
Like
Yeah.
we need other
Inside of
people
your
to
head.
tell us like what's wrong, you know?
Right.
Like,
Oh.
I found that with listening to like radio, or like if you're listening to the same radio station too much, or you're hanging out with the same friend too much, all you hear in your head when you're having your own thoughts kind of is their voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like their thought though, in their voice.
You know
in
how
your
they
head.
would react, yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're doing that. But like with editing all this audio, it's like really cool because like it's my voice in my head. Because I actually enjoy listening to this when I edit it. Like it's like, oh shit, we said that? Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then like I hear myself talking and I'm saying really interesting stuff. That's the voice I want in my head.
There you go.
So it's
yeah.
like
You
finally.
need to watch Westworld.
What's that?
This HBO show.
Did I say this to you
yes,
and Nick
you said
earlier?
this to me before about the
Yeah.
voice in your head. That's kind of how like they were creating consciousness, but they were giving the computers a voice. Like it's a whole thing.
You know,
But there's much
sorry.
more to it. But it reminded me of it. Anyway, great show.
So listen to
Okay.
this. I had this thought. They're recording everything we're doing on these fucking telephones. They're
Yeah.
recording everything somewhere
100%,
for
yeah.
whatever the fuck reason. Like it's not even a joke anymore. Everyone fucking knows it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
It's not a joke.
Like,
It's
it's just
real.
reality. But back in the 80s, people were crazy for saying they're bugging the TVs. Like it didn't even make sense then. They
Right.
just got the message too early. That's all that was. Those people were ahead of their time. Here everyone else is catching up, and here you are on your cell phone watching a video, and sure enough, they're watching you from the TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like it didn't make sense back then, but now it makes sense. So you think that's it?
Is it still on?
Is this thing on?
Wait, what is that from?
I knew the reference, but I don't know
What
what
is
it's
it on?
from
Oh my
right
God.
now.
It's okay. It still worked because I got it. So
Yeah,
even though
yeah.
I'm missing it, like it worked.
It's gonna come to us in the middle of the night.
Right?
You're gonna text each other.
It's gonna wake up in the middle of the night.
fucking-
Ah, this is what it's from.
It's whatever the fuck from wherever the fuck. I got it.
I love that. Like days later, sometimes it's like, oh my god. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
Like what? Weird. The brain, the human brain, so strange. We
yeah.
don't even know like
Anything about
anything.
it. I know.
Thing. I like the idea of the brain as a transmitter for consciousness.
Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Death. Like it's like a remote control. I'm like so simplifying it like into like I'm there. I'm
Like
so there.
transmitting a radio signal, you know.
Right, like
and
a radio car.
Like we're the radio, but the signal is being transmitted to us, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So it's not like controlling us. It's just like
It's transmitting. to
transmitting,
us. Transmitting information.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Your brain is full of neurotransmitters, so that makes sense.
It's
It's
crazy.
like
that
all
it's
electric.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's all electricity. That's the craziest part. It's
Yeah.
all alive. What the fuck was Tesla doing? Where did he get that energy from?
I don't know, and like, you really have me stuck on this 369 thing.
I don't know what it is.
I know it's a damn good time, but what else
You
is
know what's
it?
so funny? Bill sent me the same message.
Why?
He said, "Damn
Should've.
good time."
That's funny. To 369?
To 3-6.
It's because it's a song. 369. Good.
I know. That's one reference I do get. I get
That is one reference I do
I
get.
get one reference a show.
Is that
Other
get
people try to
low,
talk
get
that
low? Is that song?
shit. Get
That's a
low.
great
Yes.
one.
Get low to the window.
To the
wall.
To the wall.
Yo, I would
That's
bump that
okay.
shit. I had two 12s in the back of my 92 Camry.
The
Just bumping that-
92 Camry.
92
Aw.
Toyota Camry, fucking bumping that song into high
Damn, you're
school.
old.
Damn, you're old. That's the year I was born.
Aw. Ain't you just?
When's your birthday?
November.
Nice.
When's yours?
September 16th.
Oh, you're Virgo. I like
Yeah.
Virgos. I am.
Yeah, what are you?
Scorpio.
Scorpio, yeah, that's right. Because Sam's a Scorpio. She's November 16th.
Who's Sam?
One of my best friends.
I like Virgos. My
They
brother and
should
sister
probably
are
be
Virgos.
booking their flights today or tomorrow. They said that they were going to look at that. They're looking at the end of the month, like the 24th or the 25th. They want to meet you, so, yeah. And I think that they would love to do that.
I'll throw
Where
a
are
microphone
they
down and
coming
chat
from?
with them.
Yeah. What?
Where are they coming from?
So they live in Oregon right now. So Southern
really?
Oregon. Yeah, it's fucking beautiful. But, we're all looking at, like, going to LA.
Oh, nice. What are you gonna do
Yeah,
there?
I think I want to be bi-coastal. That yoga's huge out there. I
Oh yeah.
really think that I could like really, I don't know, maybe brand myself.
Your logo might be my favorite.
People love it. I showed Max today, and he was like, oh, "That's brilliant! Is that heart? Like,
Wait,
that's an M
logo.
inside the girl." So he like saw the heart as an M.
I know.
And I was like,
Did he?
"That's amazing."
Wait, your own logo?
Yeah. Did you see it?
No.
Oh my gosh! I gotta give you some business cards. They're in my car.
The frig.
Let me see.
It's on your page.
Do you draw?
Oh,
Missy.
Draw it?
sorry. I didn't realize you knew what you were doing.
It kind of just happened. Missy was there as it happened.
Oh my god.
It happened because I was there.
Well, no, you were there as it happened.
Right.
None of us caused this to happen. This found us.
This found us. Yes.
This came to us.
I call it the Lotus Flame.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you want to catch up with Vince on your own, then you need to visit catchingupwithvince.com.